Hello, 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 folks. Hope you had a wonderful Sunday. I know I said I wasn't coming back until Monday, but just couldn't stay away from the case. Hope you all understand. Wait, you're listening to this video, so I'm sure you do. Um, First, I want to take a moment and have just a moment of silence in respect for Cassie Carly and for what's happened to her. Marcus Spanavello is in jail, and they did recover Cassie's body. And Florida is now in the process of trying to get the baby sailor back from Tennessee back to Florida to her family. Anyways, I'd like to take a moment of silence just to respect them and to say some prayers for the baby and how hard her life is going to be from here on out without a mother or a father. So, okay. Now, getting back to the video. First of all, you know the routine. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the like button and remember to leave your thoughts, theories, feelings, and opinions in the comment box below. Now, I'm telling you guys, you really want to watch till the very end of this one because there is a surprise clip at the end of this video. I'm not sure if any of you have ever seen it before. I know I haven't, and I've been with this case since probably 2 weeks into it. And even though my channel didn't start until the first of this year, I have followed it and I have watched, I would say, at least 85% of all that has been put out there. I've never seen this clip. I dug it out of the archives. So stick around and see what's at the end of the video. Now, as you can tell from the title of the video, was Alli really trying to cover for Hunter or save Hunter, protect Hunter, or was Alli trying to protect herself by telling the lies, or were they lies? In this case, we pretty much can't even tell. I mean, every other word, the YouTubers in this case that are covering this case, it's safer for us to say allegedly after every other word because nothing that we hear, nothing that we see, nothing that we learn is the truth from 1 minute to the next. I mean, we say one thing because this is what we found out, what we've researched, and 5 minutes later we found out, oh Lord, that's a lie. They've done told another lie. And so we try to report on that, and 10 minutes later, it's gone to something else. So I'm trying to keep up. I hope you are being able to keep up, but good luck to you. Good luck to me. So, okay. Now, was Alli covering for Hunter or was Alli covering for herself? And the reason I say that is because allegedly, when Alli was growing up, she went to live with her grandmother, who is great grandbun. I was told her name one time, and I believe the person told me her name was Celeste. For anybody out there that wants to know, I believe it's Celeste Mulvaney. Not positive on that, allegedly, okay? Anyways, Alli went to live with her grandmother, who is Celeste, and we all know her as Great Grandbun. So Great Grandbun raised Alli. So when Alli had her children, from what I understand, allegedly, her mother, Sherry, took her children to raise. And if I'm not mistaken, I heard the other day that Sherry actually has custody of Allie's children. And I believe if she don't have custody of all three, she at least has custody of the two girls. Hence why you don't see the girls in the spotlight anywheres. I'm assuming. Because whatever happened that caused Sherry to get custody of Allie's kids is because Sherry was a more stable environment for the children to be raised in. I'm assuming that's normally how it goes. Getting back to the story. Okay, we have H, who lives in the house with his mom and his great-grandmother. Now, Allie, from what we can tell and what we've seen, knows that H smokes cigarettes. She knows that H drinks. She knows that H smokes the other stuff. She knows he cusses and he does pretty much what he wants. He runs around with older people, evidently. And according to rumor, allegedly, him and Candace had a thing. Not sure about that. But I myself believe that if all this is true and in place, Allie knew about it. So, when they come back that day and H was intoxicated and or high, Allie needed to make sure that nobody found out. So she told all these wild stories that Hunter was in desperate need of a psychologist, um, basically that he was having a nervous breakdown because of something horrible that he may or may not have witnessed while he was with Candace. But Allie herself, just the year before, had to call the law to get H and his sister away from Candace's house because Candace was threatening Allie with, you know, pew pew her head. And so she had to call the law to have the law go and get her own children and get them away. So why did she let Hunter go with Candace that day? We're all trying to figure that one out. Anyways, with CPS being so involved in this case with Candace and Dawn and the investigation and taking the boys and with everything that's going on, don't you think they're going to start digging into Allie's life and her children's lives? And if they do, they're going to find out that she knew Hunter was drinking and smoking and maybe other worse things, and possibly about the relation between Candace and Hunter, and that Allie knew about every bit of it and didn't stop it. And then we have the fact that, is Hunter in Allie's custody or in Sherry's custody? Now, if he's in Allie's custody and all that came about, for sure he's going to be took. And possibly Allie would be getting charges filed against her for delinquency of a minor, child abuse, child neglect, you name it. If we find out that Sherry has custody of Hunter, then basically she would get all the same charges. But wait, didn't we hear Sherry in that interview that JLR did? She was going off. She told Allie that she warned Allie to stay away from Dawn and Candace. She knew what was going on up there and didn't want her grandchildren up there. She didn't want to be around it herself, so she stopped going up there. She only went up there the one time, and she stopped going up there because it was just too horrible for her to be there, and she didn't approve of any of it. Do you think maybe Allie was covering up for Hunter or covering up for herself and her mother? Check out the clip that I found. And take a look at the surroundings. That's Dawn and Candace's house. Yep, Sherry, with True, her granddaughter, sitting in Dawn and Candace's house. And if you'll take a look at how she's behaving, you can just guess what she might have been doing. And it was so bad that her own granddaughter was concerned if she was okay or not. There's very few things that I know of that you're going to be putting your hands in front of your face and waving them back and forth and trying to figure out if they're there or if they're moving. So, how wonderful of a grandmother is Sherry? Or was she right in there with the rest of them? And if CPS is to find out, then they would more than likely take every one of those kids and file charges against every one of them. Let me know what you think. Give me your opinion. I think they're all should be bundled up, put in a barrel, and just thrown in the lake. In my opinion, that'd probably be just the best. It would be best if it didn't even go to trial. Do you know how long this trial is going to be when it does go to trial? Do you know how many people are going to be in that courtroom? And we're not talking about spectators. We're talking about just the witnesses and the defendants. I can't even wrap my head around it. That trial is going to last longer than the O.J. Simpson trial did. Of course, that was way back in 95, and I don't really remember how long it took. But it was a huge case, and this one is going to be too. It is going to be majorly huge with so many defendants. Even if it's not all lumped in the same trial, all these people are going to have charges filed against them. I feel bad for the court system in Hawkins County whenever all this does break and all this goes to trial. All right, watch the video or the video clip, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Remember, say prayers for all the children, because when we have parents and grandparents like this out there taking care of them, they desperately need every prayer that you can give them. And don't forget to say an extra prayer for Cassie, well, Cassie's family, her friends, and her precious little daughter. And see you in the next video, guys.